So in one of my first videos, I made a comment saying that marriage isn't hard and is never supposed to be, and I got a lot of flack for that in the comments. One person even implied that my marriage failed, so how would I know that whether marriage is supposed to be hard or not? And I have to say that I understand the misconception because we grew up being told that marriage is hard, marriage is difficult, it takes a lot of work in order to keep a marriage. Which I do agree that marriage takes work, but I disagree that it's hard, and here's why. One of the main reasons in which people say that marriage is hard is because of the disagreements that they have within that marriage. And let me just say that you actually should not be fighting in your marriage. You should not be fighting to the point where names are being called, you're yelling, there's disrespect. Absolutely not. And that's one of the main reasons people say that marriage is hard. And I can tell you right now that that is not an indication that marriage is hard. That's an indication that you're married to the wrong person. Another huge reason that people think marriage is hard, and this is huge, you guys, is that people give up a lot in marriage. They give up their own sense of identity, their morals, their values, their boundaries. They give up a lot. And I think it's important to note that you should not be married to someone where you have to give up all of those things in order to stay married to that person. Love doesn't exist, okay? Take love out of the picture. You can love anybody, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. You can literally love anybody. And think about Islamically, marriage is supposed to be a place of tranquility for people. And if you are giving up your boundaries and your morals and your values and your self-identity in order to be married, you are married to the wrong person. And I can make a whole separate video about this, okay? Number 3 is super common, but I hear a lot of people say that you'll know that marriage is hard when you have kids. Marriage is super hard when you have kids, and honestly, I agree to an extent. Now listen, I'm not a mom, and I know that's gonna get me some flack in the comments, but hear me out. Most of the time, your marriage goes on the back burner when you have kids, but I think there needs to be a way to counteract that. There's a way to counteract this, and you need to have scheduled time together. You need to have scheduled date nights, scheduled trips, scheduled whatever the case is. You just need to have scheduled time away from the kids in order to keep the spark alive in your marriage. Have people come watch your kids if possible. Now, you can say it's easier said than done, but like we said earlier in the video, marriage does take work. And if you don't put work into your marriage will be hard. So this is the solution. But we also need to remember that overall compatibility is a huge piece to this.